Before the world knew the name Billie Eilish, before the sold-out arenas, the Grammys, and the global fame, there was just a quiet girl growing up in a small house in Los Angeles with a big imagination and an unusual love for music. The story of Billie Eilish before fame is not the glamorous tale many people might expect. It is a story of creativity, family support, late nights, and a young girl who believed in doing things differently long before the world started listening. Billie was born into a creative household. Her parents, Maggie Baird and Patrick O'Connell, were both involved in the arts. Instead of a traditional school system, Billie and her brother were homeschooled, which gave them freedom to explore their interests. In that house, creativity wasn't just encouraged, it was a daily way of life. Music played constantly in the background, from classic rock to indie artists, and Billie absorbed it all like a sponge. From a very young age, Billie showed signs that she saw the world differently. While other kids were busy with ordinary hobbies, she was writing poems, creating melodies, and recording little voice memos of song ideas. Her older brother, Finneas O'Connell, became her closest creative partner. The two siblings spent countless hours in a small bedroom studio experimenting with sounds, lyrics, and emotions. Money wasn't always abundant, and their recording equipment was simple. There were no expensive studios, no major label backing, and no big producers guiding them. Instead, Billie and Finneas relied on imagination. They recorded vocals under blankets to reduce echo. They layered sounds using basic software. Every track they made was a product of patience, trial, and a shared dream. Before fame, Billie struggled with things many fans never realized. She dealt with self-doubt and the pressure of figuring out who she was as a young artist. She also battled injuries from dance training, which forced her to step away from something she loved deeply. One night changed everything. Finneas had written a song for his band, but he thought Billie's voice might suit it better. They recorded the track in their small home studio and uploaded it online almost casually. That song was Ocean Eyes. They didn't expect much from it. It was simply meant for Billie's dance teacher to use in choreography, but the internet had other plans. Within days, the song began spreading across music blogs and streaming platforms. People were captivated by Billie's soft, haunting voice and the emotional depth that felt far beyond her age. Suddenly, record labels were calling. Music industry insiders wanted meetings. The quiet teenager who once recorded songs in her bedroom was now standing on the edge of something enormous. What many people don't know is that Billie was terrified during those early moments. Fame was arriving faster than she could process. She worried about losing her identity, about being shaped by the industry instead of staying true to herself. But with her family guiding her and Finneas by her side, Billie made a decision that would define her career. She would do things her own way. Instead of following pop industry formulas, Billie leaned into her uniqueness: dark visuals, whisper-like vocals, honest lyrics, and a style that refused to fit traditional celebrity expectations. That authenticity became her greatest strength. Years later, the world would watch Billie Eilish dominate charts, win multiple Grammys, and become one of the most influential artists of her generation. But behind that success lies the untold story of a homeschooled girl, a supportive family, and a tiny bedroom studio where two siblings dared to create music that sounded different from everything else. And in many ways, that same girl still exists, the one who once sat in a quiet room in Los Angeles, writing songs simply because she loved to.